Magic is a way of life for many of us, and more people like to learn more about the subject and perform their own spells. Learning magic is a lifelong quest, but everybody can do it. It can help you become a better human being, and if you live by its main principles you can make an impact on the universe and make it a better place to live. Book of Shadows. Book of Shadows. The Book of Shadows is used to store information you'll need in your magical tradition. Should be handwritten. Book of Shadows is considered a sacred tool, which means it is an item of power that should be consecrated with all of your other magical tools. In many traditions, it is believed you should copy spells and rituals into your Book of Shadows by hand. This not only transfers energy to the writer, but it also helps you to memorize the contents. Make sure you write legibly enough that you'll be able to read your notes during a ritual. The only contents found in a grimoire would be information on spells, rituals, the preparation of magical tools, and lists of ingredients and their magical correspondences. Organizing your Book of Shadows. To make your Book of Shadows, begin with a blank notebook. A popular method is to use a 3-ring binder so items can be added and rearranged as needed. If you use this style of Book of Shadows, you can use sheet protectors as well, which is great for preventing candle wax and other ritual drippings from getting on the pages. Whatever you select, your title page should include your name. The biggest dilemma with any Book of Shadows is how to keep it organized. You can use tabbed dividers, create an index at the back, or if you're really super organized, a table of contents in the front. As you study and learn more, you'll have more information to include, which is why the 3-ring binder is such a practical idea. If you find a right spell or piece of information somewhere else, be sure to note down the source. It will help you keep things straight in the future, and you'll start to recognize patterns in authors' works. You may also want to add a section that includes books you've read, as well as what you thought of them. This way, when you get a chance to share information with others, you'll remember what you've read. Regardless, find the method that works best for you, and take good care of your Book of Shadows. After all, it's a sacred object and should be treated accordingly. What to include in your Book of Shadows? When it comes to the contents of your personal Book of Shadows, there are a few sections that are nearly universally included. Laws of your coven or tradition. A dedication, name. Gods and goddesses. Correspondence tables. Sabbats, isbats, and other rituals. Sacred texts. Magical recipes. Spell crafting. Sacred herbs. Magical oils. Incense. Phases of the moon. Stones and crystals. Color. Candles. Spell. etc. The Digital Book of Shadows. We're all on the go pretty much constantly, and if you're someone who prefers to have your Book of Shadows immediately accessible and editable at any time, you might want to consider a digital Book of Shadows. It is believed you should copy spells and rituals into your Book of Shadows by hand.